This is the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey answering your questions as they come in on our live Thursday mailbag. Joe, how does Diggs affect the salary cap? Does the money free up? Good question. The answer is no. Injured players still get paid. They will go to IR. They're still going to get paid. It's the unfortunate reality of injuries, but it does not free up any money. In fact, it's actually a little bit more expensive. You have to sign someone to your active roster. Diggs was not costing you much this year. His number barely rose after his extension, so not a huge factor, frankly, in the short term or the long term, as long as he comes back good and healthy. Rashard Lee, can we get Jamal Adams to play linebacker? Adams, I do think, would fit in kind of this like safety linebacker role or whatever, but Adams has not been playing very much. He has actually not made his season debut yet until, in theory, this upcoming week, I think he's going to play for the first time. But Seattle's a contender. Like, they're trying to win football games, or at least they view themselves as a playoff contender. I would be surprised if Dallas or in Seattle shopped and talked Adams trade. Dallas has the guys to play that safety linebacker role. They don't need to go get Jamal Adams. Jarrett Wolf, Tom and the boys at the Cap to go and trade for a contract to your corner. Sign someone, max cap, let him go at the end of the year. Thoughts? They have the availability. I don't know if the Cowboys view corner as a, oh my God, we got to sign somebody right now situation. Deron Bland's going to play on the outside. Jordan Lewis will be your nickel. Israel Mukuamu can play on the nickel. Eric Scott and Noah Igbignogany, your two additions this offseason, can play on the outside. And Nahshon Wright is going to be available in the not-too-distant future once he's of IR. Now, if Bland or Lewis are really bad, maybe you can revisit that, or if there's another injury, you certainly should. But for now, I think Dallas thinks they're in an okay spot at this stage. From Stephen Jones's assistant, can Micah win NFL MVP? Can? Yes. Likely, really tough step. Here are the updated odds from our friends over at BetUS. Tua Tagovailoa is entering week 3, your betting favorite, plus 700. Patrick Mahomes is plus 800. Josh Allen is plus 900 because it's still heavily preseason odds based there. Jalen Hurts plus 1,000. Lamar Jackson plus 1,000. Micah is plus 6,000. He is behind running backs in the MVP odds. I think ignoring the quarterback boost, you can make a very easy argument that Micah is the best player in football. But winning MVP is an entirely different animal and beast from that perspective. It's not exactly easy to win because it's a heavily quarterback-based award. But is Micah the best player in the NFL? 1 for yes, he is. 2 for no, he is not. So sound off for me at the pinned comments of today's show with your responses. If the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and go vote. Rashard Lee, can we trade for Jaylon Johnson from the Bears? I would be surprised. The Bears trading away their best corner might get that regime fired. So they might not want to be sellers, even though he is a contract-year player. Decent name to mention. We'll probably have him on our trade replacement video, but I'd be a bit surprised if that's the route that they ended up going. From Andy, trade candidates. What do you think? This is my first super chat. I mean, 2 claps for Andy then. This sucks bad. Again, live people, you're watching live right now. Tomorrow, Friday morning, we will have a video on trade candidates, etc. I am unconvinced they'll make one. Give me some to make some calls, do some research. I'll figure out some trade options. But, Jaylon Johnson would be a fun one. I doubt the Bears would trade him away, but there will be some names we can monitor. It's not going to be a superstar name. You're not getting Patrick Surtain from Denver. Give up that dream, I promise you. Ecuador man AOG, if we're counting on Nahshon Wright, we're effed. I'm not saying you're counting on him to play. I'm saying if he comes back from IR, there's your 4th outside corner option. Your 4th outside corner option. You'll be okay. And if you do have to play Nahshon Wright, then you're looking for more people at that point, kind of like what you were last year. Cowboys Sports Report by Charles in Charge. I think 26 will show how good he is. What do you think? We saw it last year. I actually think he can maybe be a better outside corner than he was at the nickel. So I actually feel pretty confident about DaRon Bland. I'm actually more curious how Jordan Lewis, coming off his own brutal foot injury, fares in a bigger role this year. Today's Cowboys Report is sponsored by AG1. I have AG1 literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. Once I've got baby Olivia set up with her breakfast, I make my own AG1. I don't feel the need for caffeine in the morning anymore, and I feel energized throughout the day, and it empowers the gut for whole body health. Covering my nutritional basis today literally couldn't be any easier. That's why I trust AG1. I mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing this morning, sometimes with apple juice if I'm feeling the need for a little bit extra stuff in there. It's done just like that, and I like that it costs less than $3 a day. It's pretty good if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. It's a win-win. So if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That's drinkag1.com/chatsports. Check it out, folks. The link is in the comment section, and it's in the description of today's show. Super Chat, $5. Intelligent Savage, 629. We will be just fine. Everyone move up one, and we'll revisit corner by week 5 if need be. Exactly right. You could always revisit, but for now, I think you're going to be okay. I think you nailed that one, Intelligent Savage, the username checks out. Hopefully you did nail it, because otherwise we'll all be pretty mad. Cammy Spades, what the guy we got from Miami? That's Noah Igbinoghene, the former first-round pick. He was playing better in Miami. Dallas wanted outside corner depth. This is why. In case someone went down, they wanted extra depth. Now they have that in Igbinoghene, and we'll see how Bland and Lewis and maybe Noah fare. Ideally, it's a blowout in week 3, and you can give him some reps on the outside. MG Burner account. Should we be more worried about the Biadasz injury? He's a ball hawk when it comes to fumbles. I am worried about the Tyler Biadasz injury. As of filming, all we know is hamstring injury, getting an MRI. I don't know if it's bad or not. Actually, I'll take this back. Adam Schefter just reported, I was going to film this live on Thursday, Tyler will be okay. So I'm going to stay positive. He'll be fine. And it's like the Tyron Smith injury and Zach Martin rolling. Like, they're fine. They'll play on Sunday. If it's not, it's going to be Brock Hoffman. I think it's what terrifies me. Jenkins Gaming, trade our number 1 for Surtain. I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't see Denver doing it. Denver giving up their premier, I think, if you're bringing the top corners in the NFL, the healthy ones right now, it might be Patrick Surtain is the best corner in football. At minimum, it would require a Jalen Ramsey-esque offer, and I doubt either side would even do it anyway. Carl Bass, can Dallas get Kyle Pitts? I don't think so. The money is actually doable for both sides, but Atlanta is a playoff threat in a not good NFC South. Why would they trade away a key piece? Their use of Pitts is weird, but the offense works in part because of Pitts. Not going to happen. At least I don't think so. So name a player. I'm sure we'll get some good cornerback names here. Name a player you want to trade for. Sound off for me in the comment section right now. Damien's having fun. Let Micah get some reps at corner. Wouldn't that be funny? Micah got some reps at corner. They're not going to, but he could probably do it, honestly. Gangsta Big Chungus, should we try to get Byron Jones? If he's healthy. I kind of think Byron's done. There was the report statement saying, he was retiring, whatever. I don't foresee Byron Jones playing football. Allegedly, when Byron had left Miami, he'd stopped by Britt Brown and checked out with him, and Britt's like, yeah, dude, you can't play anymore. Allegedly, there was some contact there once he had been released by the Dolphins. So I would not get my hopes up for Byron Jones. $5 super chat from Remy. As good as our pass rush is, we might be okay. Plus, Bland could be as good as Diggs. Get an opportunity. What do you think? I don't think he's as good as Diggs, but he's also really good. Bland has been a gem of a find by this Cowboys football team. I'm less worried about Bland and more going, how is Jordan Lewis going to fare as the nickel corner coming off his injury, playing 10 snaps before this? We'll see. They'll be okay. It is a loss, and it does suck. Make no mistake about it. Now, we will be live for the Cowboys-Cardinals Week 3 matchup right here on the channel. So if you haven't already, hit that sub button right now. YouTube.com/@CowboysTV. Free Cowboys videos, plus weekly live watch parties, multiple live shows per week when you sub. Vince, how do we beat the Eagles with Brown and Smith? You beat the Eagles last year when you were trotting out this disastrous rotation of corners. When you didn't have Gilmore and you were trying Nahshon Wright gets a shot and let's try Xavier Rhodes off the street. You can still win football games with your depth at corner. It sucks, but you can still win them. Joshua Vandersher, haven't paid much attention, but is Jordan Lewis playing? Put him back in nickel, but that's how we should be fine. That is the plan for the Cowboys. Now, we'll see how it fares in Week 3, probably Week 4 as well. Then they'll make some more decisions if needed. But yeah, Diggs and Diggs' plate replacement plan is what you said. Lewis and nickel, Bland on the outside. Bobby Hill's burner. No propane comments, I guess, here. Start Jalen Tolbert over Michael Gallup. I am not there yet. The game script has not been favorable to any non-CeeDee Lamb wide receiver because you've been up by so much so late here. So I wouldn't, get my hopes up of no results. Well, you've been winning games, so I can't read too much into that there. I do need Gallup to get going at some point, though. I'm paying him. He has to contribute. We'll see if and when that happens. Pick a wide receiver. You guys can answer the question, though. I'm going with Gallup for now. Door open to check in again later in the year. Pick a wide receiver. JT for Jalen Tolbert. MG for Michael Gallup. Chris B, at least we finally get to see all three safeties play. Yep, seems that way. Seems that Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, and Jaron Kearse will be out there for the Cowboys. From Neto, Steven Nelson, Jaylon Johnson, Carlton Davis. Carlton Davis, the Bucs are kind of good somehow this year, so I wouldn't get my hopes up for a trade at that point. Jaylon Johnson, again, I doubt he's available at this point. I think the Bears kind of need him to win football games. I have not checked in on how Nelson's doing with the Texans, but the Texans are bad, so that could certainly be an option. His size is not ideal for what Dan Quinn likes, but that's, I think, the most viable name of the three. Cowboys SZN. Hey, Tom, got to go cry about Trevon. Prediction for cards and boys. Love the vids. Score prediction does not change. I've got the Cowboys winning about 33-10. Should still win. Arizona has Marquise Brown and nobody else at receiver. Joshua Dobbs, a mid-offensive line. They should be fine. DeLunatic. D will rally if they line up and they get effed up. I think this Cowboys team is pretty close. I think they'll be okay. It sucks. It's you're not as good now without Trevon Diggs. The season is not over. And the last one from Brian Parson. First and third for Gallup for Surtain. Denver says no. If you want Patrick Surtain, folks, at minimum, it is a Jalen Ramsey type of offer. First, third, and Gallup is not enough.